Johanna Burkhardt here, the Soul Shaman, back in action with this week's Galactic Guidance and our energy of focus for the week of September 24th through the 30th, 2018, really closing out September. I'm so glad to be back with you. I took a week off last week due to Hurricane Florence making her graceful presence on the North Carolina, South Carolina coast. And I want to bring forth today, or who has chosen to come forth today, are the Lyrans, the Pleiadians, the Bototarians, and the Blu-rays. I am surrounded with very potent, loving, sensitive beings. And a lot of people this week have been feeling the intense energies coming through. We had the equinox, we have the full moon this evening. We have had solar flares on and off and will continue to through the next few days of this week. And so if you are sensitive to energy at all, you're going to be feeling some stuff. But here's the thing, I don't want to focus so much on the negative, on what could be happening. I really want to have these beings that I work with come forward and speak through me and really guide us into what we should be focusing our energy on, because what we focus on expands. So let's dive in and see what this week is going to be. The energy of focus this week is going to be empowerment, expression, and manifestation through the focus of your own inner light, your joy, and your intuition. So let's start with empowerment, right? A lot of people this past week, and even going into this coming week, have been really feeling that fear, that doubt, right? Really feeling the bottom of the barrel, they're saying, really just sitting down there like in the dark, just feeling low vibrational. And we want to shift you guys out of that energy. And so let's start with that empowerment, right? It's going to begin with really allowing ourselves to be in full infinite awareness, to see all things, all sides, all directions, all at once, to see what's available and possible and really waiting for you. It's really all of that you desire is waiting for you. All directions, all paths are available to you. It's your awareness that really opens that up for you, okay? Really allowing you to see what's in front of you. So often we focus on such darkness, on such lack, that we don't see what's available to us. We can use our breath to really help empower us, to really open us up to expansion versus constriction. So in those times when you are feeling in doubt, when you are feeling the fear, when you are feeling the things are just not going in your direction or moving the way you want them to do, get out of your head, drop down into your breath. And I really want you to call upon the 17th ray. These are cosmic rays that I've started really kind of tapping into and using. It's a beautiful orangish color. Tap into that 17th ray of universal service. It's really going to be insightful for you. And really breathe it down in through your crown, in through your third eye, into your throat, and into your heart space. Every time you get stuck up in your head, you begin to loop and get anxiety, trying to figure out something that really isn't meant for you to figure out. Because when you're in the moment of seeking, you can't be receiving. So you can pose the question and then surrender it, right? And really bring that ray, that breath down into your heart space and allow it to expand. Really think about your veins. When you're breathing and it's flowing and it's open, right? Your veins are open. But when you're short of breath and you feel tense, your veins are constricted, so your blood can't flow. Everything kind of stops up. You start to have chest pains, you get headaches, you feel the energy, the tightness in your neck and your shoulders. So what they're really wanting you to do is in those moments where you're struggling to get out of your brain, is call on that 17th ray, that beautiful orangish color. You don't even have to call it by that. You can just breathe in this beautiful orange color down in through your breath, just breathing straight into your heart, because we want to be leading with our heart. This is where magic happens. It doesn't happen up here. This is a tool for our heart, okay? And when we can do that, when we can tap in to that heart space and allow it to expand, we can then begin to see through the illusion, right? Those blocks, obstacles, those troubles, we really can begin to see them as opportunities to notice, to become aware of our own negative patterns, our bad behaviors, the things that we do to ourselves. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a thing to bring in shame or guilt, which is something that us humans tend to do so much, right? They're saying all the time, you see an opportunity of awareness and you see a pattern and you go right into victim mode or shaming mode or guilt mode. And then you hold on to that vibration, and that vibration doesn't serve you as well. So when you see this awareness come in and you go into your heart space, you're able to then see through the illusion that you actually are blocked or that these are troubles. You're really able to see that this issue is giving you a gift. It's trying to show you something so you can be like, oh, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I got it. I understand. I see what's happening here. And the beauty is that is like a key that unlocks everything. When you become aware of those negative patterns, it's smoothing out the path. It unlocks the next door, the road ahead, the next step you take, because you're no longer stuck in a pattern, right? So this part of this empowerment is really like a pulling back. It's seeing the big picture. It's seeing all sides, all things, seeing through the illusion. Think of an owl, seeing through the dark, right? I start to sweat when some of when some of these beings come in. Their energy is so potent. It's so warming to me. It's crazy. So how can we then step into our expression, right? Because expression is, now that we are focused on our empowering ourselves, we don't want to come off as egotistical, they say, or that we are, that it's our right, or we deserve this. So many people think, I deserve better, or I don't deserve to have this happen to me. We need to get out of that mentality, right? And the expression comes from our heart space instead of our mind space. And we do that by grounding and rooting back into our own inner light. And how they show it to me is really surrounding ourselves in this, almost like a heart bubble or a cocoon that wraps around our body and really allows us to just focus on ourselves. And not in a sense of separation, but in a sense of tuning back into you. How would you want to be spoken to? How would you want to be treated? How can you see yourself in another? How can you see yourself in this situation? What is that situation trying to show you, right? I talk about that a lot. And anytime that there is a negative pattern or there is something going on this week, I want you to ask yourself, what is this trying to show me? Because that, whatever that answer is rooted back in you, not in the external. It's within you. It's something that's wanting to come up and reveal itself to you. Okay. And that's how we express ourselves. We express ourselves by allowing our light to expand, our love to expand, everything to expand from our heart space and from a well-lit space. Because here's the thing, a lot of times we are seeking the light when we are in that space of doubt or fear or despair. And what we need to realize is we don't need to go seek a light. We are the light. And when we go within, when we root back into what this means to us, we are able to turn on our own light. And that allows us to step in to choosing our path, because now our light is on, right? We see that this is trying to show us something, and then these paths reveal, and we're allowed to step on that path and move forward. So many people this week will have an opportunity to really step into their power this week, into their light. This is like it's been a big reset, September. And honestly, this whole year has been nothing but opportunities for us to expand and evolve and open ourselves up to turn on our light and make it brighter and brighter and brighter. So when we do this, when we root back into ourselves, into our own light this week, our paths will then become open and we will see everything that's possible for us. And that allows us to step into the energy of manifestation, because once we do that, we are now in flow, right? And flow is something that, it doesn't mean we don't take action and we sit back and allow the universe to just dump beautiful things on us, which very much can happen. But it allows us to take action from a space of joy, from a space of high vibration, from a space of the universe is going to support us. It loves us infinitely. And even the bad and the dark things provide an opportunity for us. It's not a bad thing. It's not the universe saying you don't deserve to have nice things or to have an easy life. When we are seeking and we're stuck in our mind, all the universe is doing is giving us more and more opportunities to see that that is rooted within us. And that is something that we can choose to heal within us and break free of that cycle and move into that flow. And that is really what this energy is about this week, for you to spend more time in your own infinite awareness, being present in this moment, getting into the energy of play again, right? Because when we're in a high vibration of play, being in the moment, dancing, singing, whatever it is that you're doing, when you can do it from a space of your inner child playing, even your own children, if you have children, look at them, look at how they, in any situation, can tap into their own joy and make situations light, right? Because they choose to live in a frequency of love and light. So tap into your inner joy, tap into your inner light, go back within you. And when you can do that, your intuition will be in tune. It will be on point, and that will be going into your heart space, not your mind space. Thank you so much for joining me this week. The energy has been crazy with the solar flares, with the equinox, with the full moon. We've had some natural disasters that have happened. So the energy's been a little bit chaotic and everywhere. But no matter what is going on in your life, it isn't about the cosmic events. It's not about the natural disasters. It's not about the natural disasters of your own life, right? We create our own vortex of energy, and whatever in our life that needs to be shown to us will be. And every single obstacle or block or limitation that you perceive is actually an opportunity for you to go within, to root down within, to turn on your own light, to see the paths that are available to you, what it's trying to show you, and allowing you to step into the flow of how easy and blissful it could be. That's what's available to you this week. So please like, share, subscribe. Please let me know how this resonated with you. And I am so excited to be back in action, and I will see you again next week.